So again, apologies. Hopefully this time it all works and we get into this and get it started so we can stop filling air.
Yes,
Be nice, wouldn't it?
There's a lot of pieces to this puzzle, right? There's a lot of people on site. We've got to get them all in the server. We've got to make sure everyone's playing on the server, everyone's locked in, no one's crashed or anything, and we've got the PCs also. So we just need to make sure it's fair and everything is locked and loaded, which this time round it looks like it is. 80 people are on the spawn island. Come on then, Pansy, hit me with a prediction here. Where's the circle going to land? Give me a prediction. Where's the first circle going to go? What are you feeling?
The first circle. So where do you want me to just generally just say
throw
everything?
something out there. Let's get a random prediction. And if you do, I'll buy you a new pen back.
You owe me a pen anyway. Right. This is not negotiable. That's not how it works. I want to see Georgia Pole. We haven't seen that too much. Like the Georgia Pole Zaki northwest side. I'd like to see a bit of a fight on. Encourage people to go to the hospital, which you haven't seen much play towards. We saw a little bit of the western side of Georgia Pole being tried out last time. I think that was the first kills that came in, to be fair. So you can see the risk of it. I know it was Serenity and Oshi dying. I can't remember who killed them. But again, it is risky if you go towards that side of things. That's why it is a little bit of a hot topic if you go there or not in these environments. I'd like to see it personally. But we've got 28 seconds, so where do you think the circle's going to go?
Well, oh, you're asking me now?
Yeah.
Where do I think? I am going to go polar opposite. I'm going to say where I want to see it going, and that's Millie. I want to see it just slap bang straight onto Millie, and everyone just work their way down there and kind of see how things goes. People are going to be able to pitch up at the bridges. They're going to be able to wait for people to actually move on in.
Hold on, Vikstars fans just finally appeared in mass. I don't know where they came from, but there's just like 30 in a row just going, Vikstar. Stone Mountain's got him out there. But anyway, we can start thinking about the game now. This is where it gets exciting. No more talking nonsense. We can look where that plane's coming through. So let's have a look at the route. So relatively similar to what we had before, but slightly more cadence towards the north.
Yep, indeed, and it's going to be going at an angle, so we're moving in from Quarry. Pachinki's going to be there. Rosok's going to be right directly below it also. Yaznaya. Stalbert, but really, you don't need to be going for that. Saverni's going to be accessible. People are going to be able to look for these initial early cars, make their way down to Sosnovka Island, move their way into military. You know, Lipovka, it's also going to be there as well. You can dive out in. I know you're a big fan of Lipovka, and people can even move down to Milta, but we were speaking about Milta earlier on, whether or not it's the right choice, whether or not there's really good escape options. We're seeing a big cluster of people here. The apartments are in view, so is school also. We've not really seen any big battles going down. So in fact, that is a big pocket of people. We'll see if they actually bridge off from one another and whether they split. But I think we could be seeing some early action. Few people dropping. Nobody going yet. Please don't prove me wrong. Is anyone going to Yaznaya? I'd be very surprised. I don't think they are. No one's going to go Yaz. So that's going to be open for looting if they wish. Same style, though, same tactic perfectly before from Luminosity Gaming. Two players, Ninja and Chipsy, moving down to Primorsk. They're going to be on their own. Steve-O's over there, just not too far from them. The other two players of Luminosity Gaming, more than likely, maybe trying to move across the bridge. If they can get a vehicle, make their way down to military base. Is anybody over at school? I'm seeing a big... Here we go. So this is over at apartments, just opposite school there.
Lower tier loot, but everything counts at this point. You know you're going into a quick battle here. Hodded's here. We know he likes this as well. We're going to see basically the winners of the last game going for this one. So they've gone for the high action this time. High octane, they did get the kills before, so I'm not going to doubt them. Hodded just on the other side. If they catch a glimpse, they can adjust for it accordingly. I don't know if they've got a rifle yet. Pistol, of course, in one hand. It might be a rifle or shotgun in the others. So we'll see if WTCN can start delivering like he did before. But Mithrin does need to get a little bit more loot to it. Maybe some armor, maybe a helmet, something more than a pistol. It's so hard to make this work.
And of course, at this shooting at that range with the rifle, if you've got the AR, because...
I'm happy seeing Georgia Pole being used this time. That could be good fun here. It looks as though we get a bit of hospital play. Georgia Pole South Town. We're going to see maybe even the crates used. And we're seeing the long swing coming in here from Moondai. Not too surprising. That was very much within the range. You'll land a little early on it, but you can make it down towards the garages. But I think there might be one other team coming here as well. One towards Big Red. And yeah, there it is. WTCN did find Hotted, so he was able to get this one done. That was the previous winner from the last game over the apartments.
That's kind of what I wanted to touch on, because it's more than viable, because Hotted's not, we know for a fact Hotted isn't going to have any armor that early on. The AKM's just going to whitewash him, which is exactly what it's done. He's the first player, unfortunately, to be eliminated. We'll also see Obang working his way down to military. He's got his teammate in there as well, Tovilo. So look for these teams to potentially be matching each other rather soon. Two over at the garages.
Not sure where this is. This is on Andy Pyro, so He's at school, so he's actually got great loot out of this. He's dominated this one. I don't know if there's anyone else there to challenge. That might be why it's good loot. So yeah, this is not your normal PUBG, is it? You're alone at school and you're just getting away with this. Great for him. He's going to be sitting pretty with that. Still hearing shots going off in the background, a couple of them pinging here and there, just about everywhere. And this is the Noble side. Oh my word, Vixter's gone.
So he's Ollie, so early on.
Ollie, yeah, these guys are getting found early, maybe feeling a little more brave here, going for slightly more audacious plays, and look at this, pinch it in here. Noble might be in trouble.
I think there were two other teams there as well. No, he's got his teammate out on the wall as well, but he's just been very aware, just moving back and forth.
I don't think it is his teammate on the wall. His teammate's way further away. Yeah, it's not his teammate. He is in between both of them.
Yeah, that's my bad.
So this is problematic. He's got to hold his angle and hope his teammate can get there quick enough because he doesn't know where the opponents are. He knows he's in trouble, though. And you can see right now, Unroot spotted out their teammate trying to come and help. He's going to hold his ground for now. He's going to spot it out and make the call. This is where communication is... Oh, what is going on here? Nice... Oh, that's a shot.
Excuse me?
That was absolutely beautiful, but does get destroyed in the end. The Noble guys are kicking off here over in towards that secondary power base, and those shots coming out from the Korean guys are outstanding. Unroot there played it so well. The range on that thing, I don't know if there was a choke on that or what, but that went a mile. The AK as well, quick push together. They've dominated Milta.
Dingus Khan comes straight off of the roof there, and as he does, he just hits the deck, lays straight down with the AKM in hand. Easy few kills for them, and now they'll be able to take mini Milta power on their own, get some good loot there. Loot the bodies of the opponents that were there also, because they did have a fair bit of gear on them. We're looking over here at Anger's POV, over in Roz, move back down to military, and what do you expect? Nothing less. AKM, level 3 helmet, Moondye just running out towards the back bunkers there. He's got lost aiming next to him in the form of his teammate. They're just going to go and check outside.
So there was another team down there, though. So I'm curious if they're actually going to meet up. It looks like they've gone for the, isolated office, and you're going to see Moondye crossing over them. So we could have a battle going down in towards the industrial area. This is going to be fun. I wonder if they split them out or not yet. They might see an open door at the ATC. They might have a little bit of idea of what's happening if they get a giveaway, but they're splitting up. And that makes me nervous seeing this. Moondye's probably unaware, lost aiming, could be walking in all alone and get traded out here with absolutely no cost.
Have a quick look at what's in this. MK14, plenty of ammo. Nice 8x scope as well, so a decent care package there. Lots of people dying though. Ollie's gone, excuse me, that was coming from the previous one, but I did see a couple more at the bottom. 75 still alive, so we've lost 5 players. Rather early on, we didn't see a lot of engagements early in previous round. Yeah,
I think this is playing out more like a standard game to a degree. People are taking the risks you'd expect. At the moment though, I want to see if these two teams do eventually kind of collide. They could somehow avoid each other. That's certainly a possibility, but it's likely they're going to go towards lost aiming on his own. But Novo's about to kick off. We need to head over there. LG are moving in on a group. I'm not sure who they're with, but there's going to be shots, and I think the call's been made. Yeah, shots have come in on the military island. Novo's about to kick off. Keep your eye on that kill feed, because that's going to be coming in any second now.
We'll stick with Moondye for a few seconds, see if this fight does advance. If not, we should definitely move over to Novo, because those players, they were in cars, they were in vehicles. We're going to hear a lot of information coming in. And here it comes, one moving in on his side. It's going to be his teammates, so JP2 and Drassel working hand in hand. I'm not entirely sure who's actually down on Novo with them, but eventually going to see some open doors.
They're moving on as well. You can see them hunting through the town. I'm not sure if they're going to get there in time, but they're trying to get this one closed through. So one player going to split in towards the inner road that kind of leads between the crates and the, I guess, residential area. And if LG aren't aware, if they didn't see them on the way in, because they were the ones driving, they could be completely walking into a trap here and get caught out. A little undergeared too, level 1 helmet, no vest. Got a shotgun, got an Uzi, but he might be in trouble here if he gets spotted out, which they may be, but they're staying close, they're looting together, they're being pretty methodical, but this could be a huge issue if they aren't aware, because right on the other side, there's those shots coming in. We knew it was going to happen. Both of the LG players struggling there and getting picked up.
Yeah, both of them will drop, unfortunately. It all comes down to the armor that we're wearing. As you mentioned, Pansy perfectly, they had no chest. You're just going to soak bullets. There's 100% damage to the chest. They're just going to nail them, and that's exactly what happened. They are now eliminated from Novo. We move down to 73 alive. We move back up with Anger, who believes he's got someone in here, so he's just been very, very cautious, very careful. His teammates in this house with him. Still, don't want to get too passive so early on. He's got a Dren right behind him as well.
Well, the main thing is the circle for them. They can hold this and watch the west and kind of southwest side of the push, because the circle, well, I guess north included, but essentially the more populated areas going through Roshok, because the circle's behind them, so they can watch, sit here. They've got good enough loot to take any fight they want, 2'd up. 1 rifle at minimum, shotgun as well at the moment. Anyone pushing back in from George or maybe Zaki, anywhere like that, they're going to see out. And if there's anyone in town, wait, are they going to find their own teammates? Lex and Flommer down there they are. So we've got the mythic fight about to happen.
This is going to be fun. So see some banner kicking off as both of them will be meeting very, very soon. If we can bring the map up, though, just to show people at home and have a look exactly what's going down in the bigger picture. That's what we kind of need to know rather than keeping an eye on people that are in the houses. So we've got Steve-O by that crate down there, but they're still not moving for it. You can see all the rest of the players in Roshawk. We got two just going over the bridge, just to the side of them as well in the form of THZ. Still down at the bottom, previous winners, just looting the entirety of those apartments. Now the bullets coming. You can hear the AKM, the information's coming. Shotgun is pulled out.
Oh, Anger! Nice work from Anger, and the close too. That wasn't even the teammates either. This is Drifter, who he's had a tough tournament, but if he can get this done, that would be huge for him. I'm not sure what armor. That looks like a level 1 maybe. Level 1'd up is going to be pretty tough. They weren't even expecting these players. They're waiting for their teammates almost to take them down, but Drifter now can screw him over. He could do this and be a real git about it all. Why not? Why not make it tricky? But the third person will always favor the guys at the top of the stairs. If he doesn't have a nade, he knows he's going to be playing with a disadvantage. This could be smart from Drifter, though. Oh, that's lovely. Good tag. And the follow-up. Nice work from Drifter. Goes out, gets the kill. That's his teammate avenged. That's good enough for him. What more can he do, though? Little anxious there from Anger too. He didn't need to push that. They could have used the top level of the ground to work it out, but Anger's doing the right, Adren up there is doing the right thing, but Drifter at least gonna make it hurt for the CS guys.
It was interesting. If you knew someone were down there with a shotgun, you wouldn't just kind of walk into him. It's like he didn't know exactly where he was, so where he thought he disappeared somewhere else, he will unfortunately fall, gives him the kill, and as you mentioned, revenges his teammate. Moving across now to Kick, a man who definitely has an awesome aim. We saw yesterday his work with the M24, just popping people left and right. Drifter thinks, okay, I'm getting bored now, it's time to move on. Shotgun in hand, will get the hell out of that. Just going to hide behind the wall, which is fine. Gets himself the cover, but he does get tagged up. Now he moves into the building next to it, but look at the doors are all open. This place has already been gutted. Whether or not, though, it's just enough to at least get healed up, which is exactly what he's doing. He just got to keep an eye, because if Adren decides he wants to get aggressive with the AKM, he could. He's in a bit of a sticky situation. They're both in the opposite now. He's given Adren the better hand, because it means Adren can actually get out. Did he just see him at the window? Or was that the wall? I may have...
Well, whether it's from the window or from the wall, he's going to be taking out the tires on the car. One shotgun shell left, though. I think there's someone on the table behind him, but yeah, that's the push coming in. It looks as though we're going to see a trade out. A little nervous here. That's Adren going for this kill. Individually very skilled, full med kit coming in. Not the full, obviously, HP, but there it is. Adren will avenge his fallen teammate and becomes the victor. He's going to have to move in himself soon enough. The circle not exactly there, but also his teammates have heard all of this. Lex and Flom are very nearby, but they're in between school, and this is the problem. Your back's to it. Get running, Lex. One shot is all it takes, and he is down. So that's going to be alerting Anger as well. This is Adren, excuse me. This is so scary now for Lex. Find a bit of cover for a second. One bit of a med, but there is still problems on either side. There's nowhere safe, and you can see Flom there trying to help him out as much as he can. Adren now has to play out. He's probably seen some of this going down and wondering what the hell is going on the outskirts of the town here.
I tell you what, he needs to be extremely careful. You saw how little he had. I like the play, though. Go in the toilet, get the information, look through the portals. That's exactly what he's doing. And again, he's now double stimmed up, so he's going to be able to get his health back at an extremely fast rate. We will see, however, Andy Pyro. He's going to take out one. Boom, though, knocked out Chappie. Chappie falls also. Dingus Khan will also take out Spygia and Yamanton. So two people going down. We're now down to 65 alive. Andy Pyro knows he does have plenty of information. There are people in this field right in front of him. So again, we kind of saw it previous rounds with the rocks. The cover is here, but you've got to make sure that you have your back covered as well, because there's also been the pan. It'll only cover your ass, quite literally. If anyone else decides they want to take you down from behind, unfortunately, you're just going to drop dead.
Wait, have you never had front pan action? I don't know, that hitbox a questionable one, but Adren's in trouble now. Rock in a hard play situation. Got a bit of ammo to work with, at least on the M4 for now. He might just be looking to use that for range. He does have an AK with him too, so a little bit to make something happen. But not much meds, and he knows that on the other side there's a couple of players. He saw the smokes go up. They're actually put down from Flom, and now he's going to try and find a way through this. Yeah, he's getting challenged here, up close and personal. He can lean this, though. He's got the cover. This is a really weird position from the other side. Oh, Lex!
Dirty.
Gets absolutely destroyed. Lex getting a little ahead of himself there, and Adren's going to be feeling good about that one, knowing that close by there's going to be Flom tapping away towards the windows. The teammate is close by, but is standing up to heal. He's prone blocked. Find a better angle, or does he go for the push? Both very brave choices, trying to read his teammates, his opponents right now. He can see them dodging in and out of the walls. Another connection, but not good enough. And every second that passes, his HP is getting lower and lower.
It's all this is going down, but they're still, unfortunately, inside the blue. Lex is still out. He's crawling inside. But look at this, Adren. He's not giving them any time or any room to breathe whatsoever. He's been super hyper-aggressive, which is exactly what he did in his previous kill. He doesn't want to let them get this team up, but it looks like they're just about to do that. Will he close the door? He's got eyes on them. If they poke, they're in a lot of trouble.
Does he have any more meds? I don't think he does. So that's the problem for him. He needs to go now, either run or take the fight. Now, nading out the car, again, if he's going to die, he's taking them with them, I can imagine. So smoke goes in. That could be covering, excuse me, the sounds of his steps if he wants to rush. I'm curious as to how he's going to do this one now. It's still ticking. There's the med kit. So he does have HP to go to. They've got the revive in. They're both back up. Can he single-handedly destroy the hopes of his teammates here?
It's a big gamble, but if he does, oh no, he's out. He's like, okay, well, I'll let you guys stick in there. I'll take your car. I'm just going to get the hell out of here, and fair play to him. He doesn't, I mean, he could have took the fight, and here came, it does damage, but looking outside the windows, probably going to try and get some shots off of him. Yep, Lex will chase him away, but now these two guys have got to run. They've got to get a wriggle on. They've got to make sure, but they are both double stimmed up.
They're pretty close as well.
Yeah, they're not too far off of it. Meanwhile, jumping on board with the TSM
Smack's
guys.
gone down. You just saw that. He's already been knocked down there, about halfway through his HP. This is an awkward predicament here for Vis. How's he meant to get him alive? He's so far away from being able to pick him up. So it's all the way around, and there's so many teammates everywhere. Yeah, you can see the kills coming through on the kill feed. Vis is trying to get back to it, but Cloud9 are hot on his heels, and oh my word, the circle's closing towards a bridge of Milta. This is deadly. Not on the Millie Island. A lot of people committed towards the Millie Island. 5 to 6 teams there specifically. WTC and the winner of last time with Mithrin as well. Again, that's a Kar 98. Nicely led too. He could have maybe landed that one. He can see these players running in on the horizon. He's making these shots count as best he can, but he's being a nuisance, being a pest. Hayes has managed to find Smack as well, so the Liquid guys are kicking into this one.
Smack will fall, and that will leave his teammate, unfortunately, on his own. No scope on this Kar 98, but as Pansy mentioned, trying to lean those shots, trying to get a decent one. One player moving all the way to the outskirts there. Is he just, he's looking for a boat. Oh, one person swimming though, as we see C9 try to take out another player. That's going to be solid FPS. Someone down in the water. You're hearing the bullets from his teammate as well. 2 ARs though, one for long range and then one just a single shot, one just to spray them down as they come along. That's going to be the AKM. Pan on back, level 2'd out of his mind. And they've also got a car. Should they feel the need, it's time to move and get the hell out of here. But Chappie, his teammate, unfortunately, he's dead, so he is a solo right now. Panda 117 will knock out a player also. Probably going to be looking for that easy loot as he works his way down on the beachhead. And he's picked up a great Pansy. He's got himself an M24.
Yeah, always nice to have. WTCN, though, I think has just found Lex. We saw that coming in. We saw those Kar 98 shots coming through. That was them trying to escape. Basically, what's happened there is Adren screwed over his teammates. He left them without an option, no car to drive in with, and they're running through right into the eyes of the opponents that we knew were waiting for them on the other side, playing from the wooden shed. And there's Andy now trying to find his way around. Actually, there's a real good shot here for him to maybe get some damage done.
Also, 117 is going to be creeping up between these two teams, so he needs to be extremely careful. Extremely careful. He does have the verge of that hill. Oh! Sweater! Sweater takes out TSM, comes in with the shot. Down you go, my friend. Viz is out. And we'll move back to Andy Pyro because this one's kicking off. There's one team in front of him, and then he's got the M24 to his left-hand side, so he needs to make sure that if he pokes his head, and there it is, he comes up. Will he get the kill? Goes for the spray down. Silencer in it as well. Can he get in for it? He goes behind the tree. Yes, he does. He gets knocked out, so his teammate's still somewhere, but I didn't actually see exactly where he is, so they need to be extremely careful. It's a big gun to lose if they take that out, because but he's so diverse. I don't know where his other teammate is over there by the tree. You can see him. There he is.
Wait, no, what?
Yeah, it's really weird. There's 2 in front of him, there's 1 to the side, and there's 1 by the shack as well.
Okay.
There's 3 teams here.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, is there 3 people playing? But the problem is now, if you look at it for Andy, he's in a good position.
Excuse me,
solid FPS isn't far away, but for Andy, he doesn't have that much ammo to work with. And here's the play now from Moo for Panda. He's been trying to get to his fallen teammate, but he gets taken down. Now it's going to give away there's more people here. Oshi and Emily, I think, just got picked up as well by Yoonroot over there. So the same guys just killed them again. That's the same as the first round here. Down to 57, though. Moo looking to try and bait out some of these shots, but there's too many players. This is very, very tricky to play out of. Although they're still in the circle, the next circle could screw over every player who's in the cover here to try and have to make their way through that open field. So again, Bob is still going to let down some shots, make them count, hopefully. Oh, and 8 times on the M24. This guy could really ruin some people's games.
I actually thought it was 117, but clearly it's not, unless they got 2 care packages, which I don't believe they did. this will be the M24 in play. So people, they know exactly where he is. They're going to be trying to scare him by pinging that tree. But he's also got to be careful, because if he aims at one team, if he leans too far, the other one could be picking him up. So it's not a great position. If he has smokes, the best solution may be to put them down and just try and run out of this area. The circle's not in his favor. He does have to at some point get out of there, so why not try it early on?
Looking over at the Noble side. Boom, managed to take down Evermore. So Evermore this time dying out quite early. Not able to pull off the same strats before, it seems. Maybe the circles and the intention didn't work out as well. 55 now, good positioning from the Noble guys. Right slap bang in the center. I actually like this house. I think it's not the one with the additional garage on the side, that's slightly further towards the, well, I guess, south side of this one. But there's going to be players everywhere. Players towards the farm. You've got the bigger compound on its own. Third-personing the windows, and yeah, this is what I expect from these guys. This is the smarter play. Most of the Noble guys are up to this, so it's a good idea. You've basically got a lot around you to work with. It gets harder to cross out of it once the shots come in, but they're still really well geared. They can take this fight. They can do what they want. Got a UMP in case needed. They don't have that much, 7.6 at the moment, but more than enough to work with. So this, to me, is a good position, very centralized, but it will be pretty hard to contest this. Okay, because he's going to walk into the trap, though. The terrain could be a huge issue. He's just about to go past the Noble guys. They're going to unleash hell. That UAZ is taking hits, and so is he. Down to half HP here, 30 bullets in the clip that he can't use, and the SKS just spamming away on those shots. Got the 8 times on it as well. Standing on top of that Noble logo. He knows he's doing some damage here, but still, Prone's back down. He's given away his position a fair amount. Doesn't want to outstay his welcome.
But they're trying to get rid of that cat. He will only take 30 bullets from a 7.62 weapon, and unfortunately, it will get blown up. But they have survived. They have packed up kicks, half shields, half health whatsoever. His teammates there as well. So they are going to be able to stay alive and take a compound for their own. Now things could get a little bit more interesting as people do get inside this circle. It's a very... There's a lot of houses, a lot of compounds in this circle, so it could be rather interesting.
See, I like these finishes. These to me are good. They're good fun. They play well to any setup you want to use. If you have still got a shotgun and a UMP and you're in that predicament, you can still make it work. You can play through Milter, you can play through Farm, you can hope for the best. You just got to wait for them to get to you. But we're going to see some swimming here, all right? There's a lot of teams that need to get across this. We still got that stalemate situation happening on the Rock side as well, between some of the Cloud9 players going on. They're in a really awkward spot, but now we're going to see a little bit of play coming through here. They're still working their way in. Oh, that's going to be a spray down. That should be a connection and a half. That might have been WTCN, actually. I'm kind of curious if it was, because he had the he had the Car 98 on him as well. Looked like they're getting out of the position that I expect them to be in. But now we're going to see the run-in kind of happening through here. People might be watching this angle, but they should be relatively well set. They should be in a good... Yeah, it was WTCN moving out of that position. But there's other players close by, and they gave away their spot here. But he did shoot, if I'm not mistaken, with the Scar with the suppressor on it. So he's kept some of that positioning up in the air, not giving too much away. And he's going to play in late on this hill, which is a nice idea. You keep your eyes behind you towards the north. And yeah, there's WTCN. There's the buggy we saw going past. They're in good cover.
Running double Scar as well, one with an 8 times, one with a 2, so he can get people up close and personal, or he can try and take some fights at ranges. Is that? Yes, it is. So he's just hiding in the defilade there. Will creep up. Will he go for a shot, or will he just hold back for a second? You might as well, because there's no point in giving away your position, right?
Well, he can use them as the budgie right down in the bloody coal mine. Just send him forward. Does anyone shoot at him? No? Okay, that's a safe route we can work with. As long as they don't lose eyes on him, it's very, very viable. We're going to see the switch up there. Suppressor put onto the other gun. Now he can try and adjust key. I think he might have lost a little bit of tab. No, he spots him by the tree down towards the south. Switches back over, sees them both. Now it's time to engage. 1, 2 shots hit. The third's there, but now they're in trouble. That's Xeon down. The Scar is connecting. Nice work as well. This is good stuff.
And he's going to run with the circle as well, but will the player pop out and poke and try and hit him? But he was all kind of damaged. There's no real... If you poke out and you do get one shot again, you're going to unfortunately go down. Now he'll lean with the opposing Scar.
Oh, that's gorgeous
and
work.
He's got the 2 times on it for that up-close and personal battle. Holds his ground, uses the spray, annihilates him down the kill feed. You'll also see Tavio knocking out one. Julia goes down. Mithrain taking out Gassy Mexican also. Gassy Mexican can't... They're not actually shooting him, they're literally just going to use him as bait right now.
It's cruelty, isn't it, really?
It really is.
Obang there in a little bit of a battle as well. Close quarter combat, but he needs to move too. The circle's still okay for him now, but he's got a long way to go to the next one. That's the big problem. We are going to see Mithrain as well unleashing. He did manage to find Curvy Llama, so that will mean the Gassy Mexican is killed. Shots though ringing true here. Stylish Noob has found a Dren who's the one causing trouble earlier. So he's still fine. They're still getting on. Let's look at that next circle though. You saw the player just checking in on it. He knows he's got a long way to go. Right now, Stone Mountain being caught outside the play zone. We're having a lot of issues here, it seems.
A lot of people dying.
Unroot's finally gone down as well.
Unroot, Pubg knocks out Daji as well. Pubg does get taken down himself by a 6 M4. This
is Molman as well. The guy's moving, I like watching this guy because he's so awkward to hit. He will never stop moving, whether he's spamming QE, whether he's wazdering around. He makes it so tricky to use a Kar 98 against him.
Just about to say, these are one of these players that you were talking about, high end. No matter what, we've got a sniper rifle, he's just bobbing, weaving, ducking, diving, doing everything. Even when you're looting, you'll see people moving left and right, making sure they're not a stud target.
But look at the water. There's 3 to 4 players closing in on the coastline. Now, Liquid are okay for now. They have some cover, but there's a lot of problems coming through if they actually get pushed by players on the coast. So right now we're going to see them going back to the Rive here. Whitey Dude's just been knocked out, so hopefully he can get his teammate, get him back up here, but there's going to be a lot of problems on that coastline. There's nowhere safe right now. The shots still come through. Not sure where they're coming from. He's going to have to leave his teammate to die. Zigzag away, get that Serpentine going, and he still has no idea where this opponent is. Another hit comes through. One more. Might just seal the deal. No, it's a lower caliber. There it is. Mid-thrain again. This guy, he's a beast. I'm so impressed watching him. And here comes the beach problem, right? A lot of players closing on the beach, and we knew that Liquid were just behind, but yeah, here we go, stuck in the water here. Moo's going to make this very uncomfortable for the player trying to work their way in. They're stuck in the blue. As soon as they get towards that coastline, they know they're in trouble. And
of course, if he gets in trouble himself, he can back off and go underneath water. Scoom will take down. Looks like Moon Die 7's also fallen there. We are on the point of view with Moo. He's just trying to take dink shots at this player outside of the circle. He's going to be getting damaged very soon. Turns around, sees the car explode, and now he knows that himself, he's actually a rock between two. This is going to be rough because he's out in the open. Fair enough, he can go in the water, but he's still got to make his way out of there, Pansy. If he does, he's going to be running the beach, and people are going to just be homing down on him.
Yeah, the problem is here now with Liquid, excuse me, they're running out of full meds. So they've got a lot of boosters, a couple of bandages, but no big med kits, nothing like that to play on. And again, I can imagine the Noble guys are still pretty good. They're in the houses, they're still inside. Yeah, they're going to have to move in soon enough. They've already kind of shimmied in a little, but look at this close on the coast.
Wow.
What is going on? Everyone's swimming across.
The pool pie.
All right, this is going to be shooting literally fish in a barrel for Liquid if they realize this, but who'd believe it? Is that a boat still up by Hayes as well? He could jump in and out of that and cause absolute havoc. He could be the detriment of Liquid, but they might move into the buildings. They might say, screw this, I'm having none of that. Screw any of this sort of laugh. Get into the car, drive off into the horizon, and never look back. But maybe they won the fight, maybe they won the loot, and maybe they're completely unaware of this being a possibility. Scoom's about to look, and he could find out something horrible looking over there.
Momina takes that stutter down in the kill feed.
Is Hayes about to just get someone with a boat, please?
Imagine. Sweater dies outside the zone. Mazrini was knocked out also. Borg then falls outside the player zone as well, so 2 and C9.
Just to the right. Is that boat still up as well? This could be huge. So Hayes is going to try and play the boat a little bit here.
Play, though, not
now look, he spotted them both. He knows they're both there now. Goes up and down, just takes a little bit of breath. Moo's still doing this as well, playing this game of just keeping them pinned into the water. That's going to be a problem down the line. You can't really play much out of it, but he's going to spot these players. This is a huge coastline battle that really will play so nicely for everyone else in the tournament going, screw it, we'll just stay in the buildings. Let these guys play it out. We don't need to be involved.
In the meantime, Moo's just playing duck on. He's got an M24. He's just going to try and find these faces that do bump up for breath. But no one's really doing it, and you can see, I love the play. He's just ducking every single time, making sure that he keeps his body as close to that water as possible so that he can run in and get underneath. Mazzarini has finally died, so we are into your top 36. 2 players do fall swimming.
Okay, in the next circle, in 42 seconds, there's almost no massive amounts of cover. So for them, it's going to be very tricky. Now, Hayes could do the quote-unquote, no one likes it, Grim-style, crouch bug almost where you can shoot underwater. You can see, I think Moo's looking for it there, but it's really awkward too. I don't know if it's going to be allowed in this. Prove me wrong, I'm really not sure. But again, it is viable at this point if you want to use it. 36, though. This is why the coastline becomes interesting, because there's a little bit of terrain to play with. There's some defilades, there's some bits and pieces you can make happen, but mostly I really don't want to be watching this guy just pinning people into the water. Please find someone else to look at. Let's at least keep the guys on the ground in the camera shots here, because at least they're playing it the way it should be. Scoom still doing work. Stylish Noobs found another, and we're going to see this pinch happening now. They're going to have to move out of this area pretty soon. That's when the beach becomes a problem for themselves, but they have a vehicle. They're able to move when they can. I can imagine Scoom's like, get in the damn car, but the TSM boys, they're coming past. They are just flying through this one. They want to get in the water themselves. They know how this works, but they need to get under the water to make it count. And this is the end, isn't it?
This is insane. They're all just running to the water, run to the beaches. I mean, it's going to turn into an absolute mass murder fest when they all start to come out of there. People just going to... The thing is that the people, in theory, the people who are sitting up on the coastline should be the winners of this. I don't physically see how you can make it out of the water up the beach when you've got no cover whatsoever, unless you have a disgusting shot.
They're playing for positioning. That's what they're doing. They're playing for positioning in the overall victory. Now, there's still room in this, but it's just completely open. There's kills everywhere. No one's going for this. No one's going to go for the AWM in the middle of a field, let's be honest. Unless you're a mental. Maybe they are.
Be a ballsy player.
This is great, though. I actually like this positioning coming out from these 2 players here. They're in a good spot as well. They can play their way back in. They're not just playing playing on the coastline. Scoom's actually gone down, so that's a huge problem here. It seems like the Liquid guys have had a little bit of an issue trying to come back over from the coast. There's a tiny bit of land that's left in the water, but it does mean that all the players will have to beach. I don't think it's deep enough for them to actually be able to sit around on this one. So it does seem as though Cake's still finding kills on the beach. Cake by the ocean, of course. Why not? Don't you laugh at my puns. Oh, that's a banger of a shot. He just got completely denied.
He didn't expect that. Does have to fall back, though. Where's his teammate? Is he going to get inside and grab him up? Now we're going to see Bang try and blow these boats up. The grenades are coming in. He knows that there's players behind there. There goes one. Good. Will the grenade find anything behind it? No, it will not. But they can just catch a glimpse of the player. It's done enough to at least get the information.
He's opening up possibilities to escape that area. If there's a player still in the boat, they can just accept their death and then kill two, and that'll get them better on the ranking. So he's playing smart to try and give them longevity. But Flum's now gone down as well. TSM still in this one, still kicking, it seems. But this is a nice fight. Cake with a spray down, trying to get the players off of that crate that's right in the middle of the open. And you can see the connections coming through, but somehow someone just died from falling.
Bang.
Maybe a nade. That could have been it. A nade can just project a player and make them die there. But we're down to 23. This is a very small circle. When this blue starts moving in and pinching in, there's going to be a hell of a lot of deaths here, and it's all going to be the players on the coast. And they're all knocked out. This is so awkward. This is not it, is it?
What? How do you get out of this one? Ninja still inside the water. Chipsy's behind him. Also, solid FPS outside the circle now. Will be getting his held up any second. THZ, Pubg knocks out one. He goes down. Who's that going to be? That's actually going to be Cake. Now he's in no man's land. Look to see him go down any second. Trying to get him, which he goes.
He's got to leave his teammate, though. Yeah. He has to just go. There's no stopping now. He has to get into the circle. Lovely control on the full spray, though, using the crouch modifier there. 4 times up. Here we go.
Look at all
the
those
AK
people.
at distance. But they're going to be in trouble. They have to get out of the water. They can bop and weave for a little bit, right? But not for long. I can't read the kill feed because that's not very... I hate this.
What?
It's like the community pool that your mum used to take you to. It's horrible.
Oh, God. I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see how this one pans out. But Dingascan, in the meantime, he's going to put a bike in front of himself, so he's got some sort of cover, and he'll just keep popping shots left and right, hoping to try and take out a little fishy as they're coming out of the water. Meanwhile, in the kill feed, Mumino, he will fall to dazed also.
All right, they've got to leave the water. The pool party is over, ladies and gentlemen. Get out of the water, take off the water wings, and get back into the damn fight here.
He's been...
That is Khan, yeah. He's getting caught here.
It depends where that one's coming from. It'd be interesting to see who's actually got an angle on it. If we can look at the observer mode, I'd like to see who else is actually outside waiting for the people, because it's the people on the outside that are going to be the most important in this. They're going to let those other people that are inside the water actually come to. Andy Pyro may just, if he gets touched by that circle, he's going to be falling down. He's somehow managing to stay alive, and he does just tread water over there, but they're all treading on a very fine line here. Dingascan will think, okay, time to move, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4 people still swimming about. Make that 5. Butts is in there as well for the party.
Do you remember in Battlefield 4 you could get the shark to come out of the water?
Just take them all.
I'd really appreciate that right now if we could make that happen.
Look how many. Still, it's the noble guys that are interesting, because there's 2 of them, there's a pair of them, and they still here right now have this ground. Brick will fall, so will Moo as well.
Nice work.
What a shot.
This is beautiful work from Daz. This is what I expected from him on like day 1, day 2. This guy is a beast. All right, so they're dying out of the water. They're just accepting their fate. And now he's going to try and blow up basically the car. It is going to take a while with the UMP, but he's going to get the kills from the others. Also coming in, outside has been killed. His teammate just goes down. He has been spotted, but look at this. Yuki on the flank as well. Great positioning. Playing the edge of the circle, moving in from the more northern side. Going to get the drop towards Daz. He goes down. It's down to the 1v3. And now Yuki nades out. He doesn't know where's safe, what's not, where the angles are. Oh, he gets caught on the side. This is a problem. It's Outsider. Bit of the underdog here. Going to spray into one. Oh, he gets taken down. I'm pretty sure it's Yuki still standing. Who else is in this? We need to find it. It's going to be Yuki winning it. There it is. Nice work from Yuki, turning that one on its head.
Stuff. Just standing his ground on the edge there, waiting until everyone else kind of had the pool party, was shooting each other, turned up, does bag himself 5 kills as well. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. He's going to bag himself 500 points plus 5 kills worth as well. That's really going to rank him and his team up those charts now. Great work from him. We didn't really see too much. We're looking at the kill feed and we're keeping an eye on these players that were in the water, the ones that were trying to pick them off. He kind of sat back, let the action unfold, and then turned up most when it mattered most, and he will, of course, bag himself the win. Round number 2 goes him and his teammates' way. Interesting ending. Very, very interesting, to say the least.